Have you ever noticed how life seems to repeat itself? Different people, different settings, yet the same feelings, the same endings, the same lessons. It feels like walking in a circle, familiar tracks under your feet, a pattern that keeps returning. It feels like walking in a circle, familiar tracks under your feet, a pattern that keeps returning. At first we blame the world, then the people, then chance. But the deeper truth is quieter. The pattern returns because there is something within you asking to be seen. Every repetition is not punishment, it is a message. A mirror shows the parts of us we keep turning away from. When you begin to notice the loop, you've taken the first step toward change. Awareness is where the cycle starts to lose its grip. Breathe and watch. You are already observing differently. Most of what runs your life runs beneath the surface. The subconscious stores memories, feelings, and beliefs that shape the choices you make. It is not evil or flawed. It is conservative and loyal to the familiar. Hence, it repeatedly recreates situations that match its programming. If in childhood you learned that love equals pain, your inner system will seek out proofs of that rule. This is not conscious malice, it is pattern following. To change the outer story, you must address the inner script. Therapeutic tools, journaling, somatic practices, and gentle inquiry help rewire old circuits. Start by naming the belief that repeats itself and asking, "Is this still true for me?" Curiosity opens a pathway out of automatic living. Often the people who wound us mirror our unhealed parts. You attract not because you deserve pain, but because you are resonant with an old frequency. Look at the script of your relationships. Who repeats, what role you play, and where the power lies. In work and ambition, the same pattern can appear as avoidance, overworking, or undervaluation. The environment changes, but the internal operating system runs the same apps. When you understand the reflection, you stop reacting blindly. You begin to notice triggers, small things that light up big old wounds. Those triggers are like signposts pointing toward what needs attention. Instead of blaming the signpost, follow it inward. Healing the reflection transforms the mirror. Awareness is not judgment, it is clear seeing. To observe without demonizing the self creates space for change. Practice simple witnessing. Notice a thought, name it, and let it be. When you watch your reactions, you collect data about old programs. This data is precious. It tells you where to focus your healing work. Small pauses between stimulus and response widen your freedom. Breathe into the space and choose differently from your pattern. You will not be perfect. You will be present. Presence dissolves reactivity and invites wise action. From observation, intention grows. Healing is not an event, it is a series of humble steps. You will need rituals, practices, and small consistent choices. Sometimes healing looks like crying, sometimes like saying no, sometimes like staying still. Invite practices that speak to body, mind, and heart. Breathwork, journaling, somatic movement, therapy, and supportive community all help. As you tend to old wounds, you will notice new capacity for joy. Transformation is often slow and invisible until one day it is not. Be patient and honor the small shifts. Trust the process even when you lose the map. Every healed part becomes a source of light for the whole. Breaking a cycle requires clarity about what you will no longer accept. Set boundaries that match your new intention. Change your environment or the people around you when needed. Use repetition to your advantage. New habits rewrite old pathways. If fear rises, ask, what would love do now? Practice saying the things you never said before. Make time for silence. Often the next step appears in stillness. Celebrate small victories. They accumulate into freedom. Remember, change is a mosaic. Many small pieces create a new picture. When the loop finally loosens, you discover choice. Choice is the power to sculpt your days with intention. You start to attract from abundance rather than lack. Life becomes a co-creation between your inner clarity and the world. Keep practicing presence, compassion, and fierce honesty with yourself. As you tend your inner landscape, your outer world shifts accordingly. You are not merely surviving, you are composing a life of meaning. Allow the cycles to be your teachers, not your jailers. Breathe, remember, rise. Rise, step into your power, and prepare for what's next.